Hello, world. What is up? Hi, welcome to Build. I'm your host, Matt Forte. We are here live at the Build Studio in New York City. Our next guest you most likely recognize as Jerry or Gary Gergich from Parks and Rec. But for the record, if you go to his IMDb, you'll find he has like 153 credits. For some perspective, that's only 23 shy of Samuel L. Jackson, and that dude's in everything, all right? Now, he was on our show about a year ago to talk about one of his films, and while Jerry is just a character he played, the man himself is just as lovable, if not more. So we're pretty excited to have him back. You'll be able to see him as host of the new singing competition, Lullaby League, where a cappella groups compete to see who can most effectively sing a crying baby to sleep. Genius. It's premiering tonight at 8 p.m. on Scary Mommy, the #1 parenting brand. You can find it on YouTube and Facebook. The always amazing Emmy Award-winning Jim O'Heir is here. How about that, guys? That's exciting. Right? So we're going to bring him out in just a second, but before we do, I believe we have a trailer for the show, so Luke, let's go ahead and run that clip.
Hi, I am Jim O'Heir, your host of Lullaby League.
We've scoured the country for the best a cappella singers. Now, they're competing to sing a baby to sleep.
Oh, she's dancing!
Did you realize she would be such a pain in the butt? Hey, she a cutie.
It's a race against the clock.
So turn up the volume.
Who will make it to the finals and win a recording session with a top music producer?
That would be a dream come true for us.
Phenomenal. Yes. The competition is getting fierce.
We're here to win.
We want to win. Yeah, we want to win. And we have the Lord on our side.
Real babies, real singers, real bedtime battles.
Now, baby, down. Oh, baby, back up.
She's out.
You are in the finals! Wow!
Lullaby League. Ready, set, sing.
Go to sleep.
Amazing, ladies and gentlemen, the great Jim O'Heir.
Hey!
Here he is.
How the hell did you get Jim O'Heir on this show?
Emmy Award-winning Jim O'Heir.
My God, you must have pulled in a lot of favors to get him.
I called everyone I know.
I'll bet you did.
Yeah. Jim, thank you so much for coming back and hanging out with us, man.
This is like one of the fun ones. I love the Build.
Thank
I watch it and I did it last time and had a great time.
We love to hear that. Thank you so
Yes.
much. To be fair, I heard you say that to Seth as well and a bunch of other people, but you want to know
did.
something?
And you know, Bob, I decided, no, Dave.
I'll take
help
it.
Me here. Someone, what? Anyway, no,
Anything
Matt. Of
you
course, I know his name. Yes. No, but it's very sweet. You get here, there's people on the street who already know you're going to be here, so they have pictures from things you never wanted to see again, and they have you sign them, and it's crazy.
Incidentally, those are the people I called to get you here.
Thank you. Sadly, those are my peeps.
That's the O'Heir
Those
group.
are my peeps.
That's how you roll. Oh, my gosh. Jim, we're going to talk all about this show,
Yeah.
Lullaby League, Scary Mommy. I'm very excited, but one of the beautiful things about Build is that I have a minute, and I can always start with my favorite question.
Yeah.
How's Jim? How are you?
Jim's good. He's gorgeous. That was an odd laugh. Yeah, he's really good looking. No, I'm good. I've been, busy, which is good. Doing a lot of films, working in Canada a lot, actually, which has been fun. So yeah, Jim can't complain, and Jim loves to complain. So he loves to complain.
Is Jim a big complainer?
Loves to complain. Yes, but already I'm coming up with stuff I'm going to complain about after this with you. Yeah, I'm already building up some stuff. No, but things are really good. So
That's really good, man. I'm glad to hear that. The post show is going to be phenomenal. I can't wait to hear some of these complaints.
Wait till you hear. Oh,
all right.
It's going to be involved your glasses, your hair, this whole thing.
The brightness of my shoes, perhaps.
Well, that is just its own story.
Can I tell you, somebody was here the other day. They were like, I thought those were the booties, like when you're on a construction site. I was like, no, sir, this is a choice.
That was a choice. Wow.
Welcome.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Good for you.
I appreciate the positive reinforcement, Jim. Lullaby League, Scary Mommy, amazing show. First of all, how did we not think of this, right? This is amazing. How does this only now exist?
Amazing. And I'm a guy who does not have children. Okay. So I think the reason I'm was good to host this was they let me be a little snarky because some of these babies keep crying, and it's nasty. I mean, it's just nasty.
Yeah.
And God bless you parents out there. Not that I didn't think you already did amazing stuff, but I don't know how you sleep. I don't know how you get by in your days. So whoever, the Scary Mommy people overall came up with this concept to bring these a cappella groups together, and it's a full-blown I mean, it's a real-time competition. So, like, we literally had to be timed, and because there's rules with these shows, you have to legally do. You have to have a semblance of rules. But what we did is we went to these homes of these babies. There wasn't a studio. We went to their homes, and God bless these people for letting us in.
Where did you guys film?
All over.
Okay.
In the city, in Brooklyn, maybe even Harlem. Oh, New York area.
Mostly New York area. Yeah. What apartment did you find where they allowed you to sing at full volume, an a cappella group, and have a crying baby without a single person banging on the door during production?
Did I say a single person didn't bang down the door during production? No, I did not. No, you know what it is? You do it quickly and get the hell out before they can cause any trouble. No, we did it. And these groups, some of the groups even created songs for the individual kid, which was pretty amazing. And the songs they were in your head and you couldn't get rid of them. Because they were so catchy and wonderful. And now you can get all the songs that are on the show, you can get on iTunes and Spotify. And the nice part is they're giving all the money to the March for Our Lives charity, which is awesome.
I wrote that down because I thought that was pretty incredible.
It's pretty incredible. Because these songs are so endearing. Some are classic a cappella songs, and others, again, written for the kids specifically. And it was just great. And the parents... Oh, they're just tired. They're just tired. It's a whole lot.
The parents
are tired. But so whoever, I don't know the actual individual person who came up with this, but Scary Mommy produced it. And to walk in and hear these, like, I've always loved a cappella. I love barbershop.
I was going to ask, what was your in? When they make the phone call and they're giving you the pitch, when do you go, I got to be a part of this?
Well, they gave me $25 million.
That'll do it.
And as we know, that is what will do it. No, I love the pitch. I thought it sounded awesome. And especially when they said I can kind of be me and be a little snotty and that, you know, and I am. But we didn't really know how it would play out. So we did like a pilot episode and we had a blast. So like, okay, apparently everyone liked this, we're going to do more. So we did a whole bunch of episodes.
Just do that over and over again.
Yeah.
Is this something, hosting, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know, amongst the 153 credits on IMDb, how many hosting gigs are on there? Is this something you've always wanted to do?
I love hosting. As a matter of fact, there's talk that you're out and I'm in. So this is actually my my audition, as it turns out. And I'm hearing good things in my ear, just so you know. I'm hearing real good things.
We're actually on a Lazy Susan. They just rotate it, and I just vanish. That's it.
No, you know what? I am generally a talker. I'm kind of a mouthy dude. I've done a lot of the, celebrity game shows and stuff, and I do have fun with all that stuff. So maybe I was kind of a natural for it. Acting is still my passion, obviously, but I just love the career that I've been blessed with. I do theater. I get to do film. I get to do television. I get to do a hosting gig. I mean, that's a gift. It really is.
I was going through that list, all these amazing things you've done. I'm like, and this is just film and TV, because I know you do a lot of different things. Yeah. And that's by design. That's by choice. You never feel overwhelmed by that. You feel blessed by that. I
feel overwhelmed but blessed. Okay. Yes, sometimes overwhelmed. Yes. When the flight landed this morning at 4:30 and I had my first interview at 9, yes, I felt overwhelmed and yet blessed. So it's just the nature of it. When you're an actor, to be working... that's a gift, because there was a lot of times there was no work, and Parks and Rec certainly changed a lot of that for me. It opened up a lot of doors, and so every day I'm on a set, I'm a happy camper. I really am.
What was your preparation process like for this? You didn't walk in blind, right? You did a little bit of research, because you're asking some interesting questions I've seen in some of the clips. So
I did my stuff. First of all, I went to Scary Mommy, which is like the most amazing place for moms to go to. I don't know if you people are aware of this, because they do a lot of different things. Some super serious for the moms and some not so serious for the moms. And so I checked out their whole vibe, and it's crazy. They have like 80 million views every month, and so they're this huge. Which, as a almost 30-year-old adult male, again, I don't understand the laughs. I don't understand.
There's only a couple of them.
I was not aware of Scary Mommy because that wouldn't be in my wheelhouse. So I checked them out, and damn, they are doing some awesome work. So that immediately got me interested, and then. I love a cappella. I have always loved a cappella.
Love it.
So it seemed like a good combo for me.
You must have been pretty excited in recent times. A cappella sort of having the resurgence with the Pitch Perfect movie, singing shows.
My greatest regret, and I have no control of it, but I can't sing. I wish. I wish I could.
Is that really? I mean, can you have a regret? Well, okay.
Well, yeah, I know what you're saying. I thought you were saying, because some people are like, oh, you could probably really sing. No, it can't.
I was going to go there next.
No, it can't.
But you're doubling down. You cannot sing.
Doubling down. And people are like, oh, but you have a very deep, your voice is rich and deep. Well, rich and deep don't come together in notes. It just does not. It's not pretty.
Is this something you know from experience?
Oh, I've been in church. People next to me are like, shut the hell up. Jesus don't want to hear this. So, the O'Hairs are not known to be singers. Yeah.
That's not the legacy you plan to leave behind.
It will not be my legacy, yeah. So, but I do love a cappella.
Yeah.
And so I got to sit for hours and hours and hear these groups sing. Yeah. And you'll see, when you get to watch the show, some of these babies fight it. And also, here's what I say. Here's what I learned about babies. They're much more inclined to nod off after a good poop. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry, but we learned that the hard way, actually. But we did learn it. And so I would always tell the parents, can you do something to get your kid to poop? Because I think it's going to help your chances. Even though I don't know if that's legal to do, because I'm not supposed to show favoritism. No, but it's true. And I know me. I can go right out. Yeah, no.
No, there's...
You let me do my biz. Give me somewhere to lay down. I'm happy.
That's it. There's
absolutely.
No better method.
That's how you
get it done.
Absolutely.
Well, it's so funny that you bring that up, because that moment specifically was the one that stood out to me where I was like, well, he seems to know an awful lot about how this whole operation runs.
I have learned, yes. And I've also learned that some kids are just obnoxious. And no matter what you do, they ain't going to shut up. But that's
made up their mind.
They have made up their minds. But what was also great, the winning group, I can't say who it was because then it would give it away, but they won a recording session. I mean, this was really a really fun thing, I think, for everybody involved, and so many different groups. And I kind of got to know the groups, which was awesome because they're all...
That's got to be an exciting moment when you get to reveal to the winner.
It was so exciting. And the winner, I'm not going to say other than it was a very emotional win. I can tell you that. Yes, I don't think that gives it away.
I don't think it does. We've got a lot of stuff to get to still. We got to do audience Q&A. We've got amazing little surprise performance is going to happen. I'm excited about. I don't know if I can call it a surprise performance if I say that it's happening.
Not a surprise.
No, not anymore.
Nope.
All right. Well,
this is why I'll most likely have this job.
Yeah. No. There.
Yeah. You guys, who should have this job? Hands for Jim.
What?
Okay. Yes. And hands for Bill.
Whatever you land on.
Cliff. Hands for Cliff.
Matt Cliff.
Nobody. Okay. So. Come on, Bill.
I had one.
Oh, you got... Oh, how dare you.
I mean, I still don't win.
How dare you. Okay, Bill, send me a contract. You know what kind of money I need?
25 mil was the number, right?
That is the number.
It's coincidentally, that's half of what they pay me.
Wow.
No, that's not.
Wow. No. I see your wardrobe. No, I know it's not. And I say that with love.
No, that's perfect segue, because I wanted to bring up something, Jim. I was looking at your, obviously I've made this very clear. I looked at your IMDb, as a lot of people do. And 2018, right at the top, and I thought this was interesting with what you got going on here at Lullaby League. There's a film or a project, Dance Baby Dance.
Yeah.
You got My Babysitter, The Hero. You got Smothered by Mothers. I don't know what this means, but it means something, Jim. What has this influenced the decision-making process for you? Maybe on a subconscious level?
Again, it's all about the money.
Got it.
Yes, it's very simple. I actually just did a huge film in Canada with Jeff Bridges and Chris Hemsworth and those kind of people too. I've been very lucky, and that's what I'm saying. So to get to go do that kind of, wow, that's crazy. And then to host something this fun, I would hate, like in the old days, if you were a film actor, you would never do a television show. Oh, my God. Oh, did you see so-and-so was on Heart to Heart? Oh, their career must be in the crapper. And then you could, but you couldn't do commercials. Oh, did you see so-and-so did a KFC commercial? Oh, there must be in the crapper. Now there are no rules, and I love that. I love that you can go and do a serious film and then have fun with an a cappella group putting a baby to sleep. I love that we can do that now. It doesn't matter as long as you're having a good time. And it always comes back to parks as far as how it changed so much of my life, and certainly financially it changed the world. And so it allows you to do stuff you just want to do. They pitched this to me. It sounded awesome. I was like, let's do it. Let's have fun.
When did you realize that you were in that position? When you, oh my God, I can do what I want to do?
Well, I mean, it's not like,
Was it like a moment?
I only have 100 million, so it's not like I can do anything I want to do. No. But there's a point where, because, you know what your lifestyle is, and so I don't know. There was a point I'm like, I'm kind of okay. Yeah. I can pick and choose. Because there were days, Jim, you're auditioning for whatever, and I'd be there whether I thought it was a good project or not. Those days have changed. So now I can kind of pick and choose.
You can pick
and a lot of times you get offers, which are lovely. They send you a script, and you decide whether you want to do it. Where in the old days, I would have just probably had to do it to get the money, and now I can look and decide. Like, yeah, that's a role I want to play, or that's something I want to host, or stuff like that.
With everything you got going on, I think I know possibly the answer to this question. But for a lot of people, Parks and Rec is like it's that show. It's a comforting presence for them. Yeah. They'll watch it even though the show's been off the air. They'll watch it every night. They'll rewatch it a million times. It's like that in The Office. People will just watch over and over and over, and they love watching it. I'm curious, as someone who's been in one of those shows, you're a part of that process. One, how has it felt different being a part of that, the fans that engage you? And two, what do you go to? What's your go-to show? If you're in the thing that we all seek for comfort.
Yeah, and it's not my go-to.
No.
Office is my go-to. Yeah. Love The Office, and I love Parks and Rec. Yeah. But I'm in it, so it's hard. Can't do it. I mean, I'll be on planes, and I'll see it, and all that kind of stuff, and that's always lovely. But it's not my go-to because I'm in it. So it can't be my relax, because the whole time you're, oh, why did I do that? Why didn't I do this choice? Whereas I can watch The Office and just, Michael Scott, you're so stupid, I love you. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's lovely. But Parks, what's crazy about Parks is we are more popular now than we ever were. Because of Netflix, and we're on a couple of channels during the day, and Hulu and everything. It has gotten crazy, but wonderful, and we were lucky to have a group of people. We all had dinner last month.
Really?
Yeah, we still text constantly.
I was going to ask you about the text.
We have a Parks family text, and it's constant. Even if it's news of the day or someone's birthday or whatever, we lucked out. Like Amy always called it lightning in a bottle, to bring in 8 people who actually fell in love and stayed in love. Right. Because you've done a million shows. It can ebb and flow with how people are feeling about each other. Yeah. But with Parks, it never changed. If anything, it got tighter every season.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing. Absolutely.
That text thread, you brought that up, I think, last time you were here. What's the most recent? Can you say what the most recent thing in the text thread was?
I read?
Can you read the most recent thing in the text thread?
I mean, well, we'll see.
They're going to make you host of the show. You can do whatever the hell you want.
I know, really. Yeah. You guys, and just so you know, and I should see what people think, I'm going to do the show in just a jockstrap. Now, will that be... I'm
going to warn you, I tried that. Did not go well.
Well, I can see why.
Yeah, well, went to the shoes,
Yeah.
That's why I do the shoes now.
Okay, so let me get to Parks fam. Now, I might not be able to say exactly, because
this is the internet. You could say anything.
Okay, so Nick sent us a really weird video of him listening to a song that reminds him of us. So I don't know that I should show that. And then, Retta's birthday was the other day, so tons of Retta back and forth about happy birthday, Retta. We actually had a sad thing happen. One of our hairdressers passed away, so that was a back and forth about all that kind of thing. So it's really about life. It's family. Yeah. That's exactly what it is, and it's constant.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, we're very lucky.
I'm going to go to audience 1 second, but you said something that interested me that I just want to follow up on. That
I would imagine everything I said interested you.
Everything, yeah.
Yes.
So imagine the challenge I have to pick just one thing.
Good luck. I know I couldn't. I've been riveted by everything I've said. But go ahead. Let's see what you got.
Freaking love you, Jim. So you can't watch Parks because you're in it, and you constantly second-guess decisions that you've made when you see. Is that something unique to Parks, or anything you do that you can't go back and watch?
It's the worst. I'll be just somewhere, and there'll be a movie on that I'm like, oh, what? How were you hired if that's the performance you gave? Like, and people seem to enjoy it, so I think it's the nature of the game. Yeah. You're constantly questioning yourself, and I hate going to premieres. I'll do the red carpet, I'll do this, and then I'll leave. I don't need to, I'll go to the after party. I'm not a fool. There is food and drink. No, but I have trouble watching the films. Yeah, and that's my own craziness. But I think a lot of actors are like that. I don't think I'm unusual.
No, I think that's probably for the better, right? You don't want to meet a person that's like, I love watching me.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Like, oh, I love me.
Yeah, that's a weird.
Well, and I won't say who, but there are actors, some big names,
some of those?
who literally will take you into their trailer to show you their stuff, and I'm talking about movies and film, not. Though there was that one time. Wait a minute, he gave me a blue pill. Anyway, I don't know that. I should rethink that. But there are some who I guess are totally into their own performance. Most of the people I know aren't like that. No. And yet on set, I always said there's no one happier than Jim O'Heir when he's on set. It's just I love it. But when I see the final product, I'm like,
Can't do it. Fantastic. Well, we're going to turn it over to the audience. Lullaby League is premiering tonight. It's on Scary Mommy, which you can find on YouTube. And
during
Facebook.
Hollywood Darlings.
Also during Hollywood Darlings.
Yes,
right.
it's this week the first episode, next week the second episode, and then it'll be on Scary Mommy YouTube.
On the YouTube.
And
Facebook,
then Pop TV and all that, Facebook, all that good stuff.
The fine folks at Scary Mommy also, they gave me, this is going to be fun. We're going to take a couple of questions. I've got Scary Mommy stickers, which are cool, and then I also have 2 T-shirts.
Yeah, baby.
I'm going to let Jim judge your question, all right? And if it's T-shirt worthy, we'll get you a T-shirt.
Now, you voted for Matt, so you get nothing. You get absolutely nothing.
I got to come to her defense. It was Liz who voted.
Liz.
Well, no, I'll give you, I got the stickers. I'll give them to you anyway. Let's go ahead and take our first question. It's right here.
Hi.
Hi.
Since you were judging all these a cappella groups with babies,
yeah.
I wonder what your thoughts are on babies. Or are you just like, have you seen babies and hear them and they're just as ugly as they sound?
Okay, here's the thing about babies.
Not see anything?
Here's the thing about babies. First of all, you can't hold a baby and not want to coo and ooh and ah. They're wonderful. But once they lose it and that frantic screaming and crying, it can go right through you. Yeah. And I'll also say this. Yes, every baby is beautiful, but not as beautiful as others sometimes. You know what I'm saying? If you guys have ever seen the episode of Seinfeld, when they look at that baby, like, whoa! But it doesn't matter because they're beautiful to the parents, and they're going to be beautiful kids and beautiful people, and ultimately that's not what matters anyway. But, and I love being around babies when they're googly, and I love a baby when he's learning to walk, he or she, and they keep falling. You know, that little baby waddle, and then boom. I love stuff like that. It's the crying. Oh, Lord, the crying.
Thank you so much for your question. Sticker and T-shirt?
Oh, of course.
Sticker and T-shirt. All right, let's go ahead. I got a sticker here, and then we'll get you the T-shirt after the show. I think our next question's right here in the front.
So with like The Office coming back and all these reboots, is that ever something that Parks and Rec would be interested in? Or
these reboots are interesting. Obviously, Roseanne is breaking all sorts of records with, and Will and Grace is back. For us, first of all, I think it's too soon. We've only been off 2 years, so I think it's too soon. And The Office, I've heard rumors about, but I haven't heard that. Is that an official thing? Or I know there's been talk, so I don't know. As far as me wanting to be with those people again, I'd go right now. I mean, I don't know if I have time for a quick story.
Yeah, go for it.
We were doing, when we were wrapping up Parks, we did our final, what's called a TCA, which is Television Critics Association. And you go, so we're all like on a platform together, and then, 200 press people are at their computers yelling out questions and stuff. And somebody said, and it had already been announced we were done. Amy had decided we're going to do these final 13. Now, at this point, Pratt's career he's The Guardian, he's Jurassic, he's all over. And his schedule is crazy. So an interviewer, one of the reporters got up and said, and she said it to all of us, but it was basically directed toward Pratt, if Amy decided tomorrow to come back, would you want to do it? Or would you do it or something? And we're like, well, of course. And even Pratt, who literally the world was like, of course, well, this is where I would be. So that goes to tell you what kind of show it was. So yes, I would go back just to be with those people again and laugh that we were laughing in the Heir and trailer in the morning until they wiped it off our face later in the night. It was just that show, and I'm sure you've seen some of the outtakes, and if you haven't, go to YouTube, because some are crazy. But I think that'll give you an indication of the kind of fun we had on the show.
It's interesting because a lot of those shows that are coming back, they've been gone for 10 years, 20 years, 15 years. But Parks, it's not a nostalgia thing. We're not nostalgia for it. We just all loved it so damn much.
Yeah,
and we loved everybody. Yeah, it's just, we just want them back.
I agree, but I do think it's too soon for a reboot. It just is. The Office, I don't know, maybe still too soon. I don't know exactly when they went off the air. Will and Grace, they've been gone a lot of years. Roseanne had been gone a lot of years. So I don't know. But I also think Reboot Fever can get a little out of control. There's certain shows I've heard that are coming back. I'm like, no one watched you the first time. What the hell are you doing? But whatever. God bless all the actors. Let everybody make their money. Whatever, you know.
Thank you so much for that question. T-shirt and
That's
sticker?
a T-shirt question, absolutely.
All right. Now, I'm going to warn our last question. I believe we're out of T-shirts, but I have a ton of stickers. So make it a good one. We'll see if we make it rain.
And I'll be nice.
There we are.
Yeah. Well,
Hi.
maybe.
First of all, I adore Parks and Rec, and it was like a huge part of when I was in. Leslie Knope, like one of her quotes was my senior quote. It doesn't matter. But I'm curious, like, what would Jerry be like if he hosted Lullaby League? Like, could you give us an idea of like how that would go?
First of all, Jerry would love everything about a baby. He would love the poop. He'd love the pee. No, he just would. He was all because Jerry's family, and if that's. Jerry would, I would imagine at this point, is praying for grandchildren by his beautiful daughters. Jerry would be obsessed with babies. And also a cappella. Jerry and I have that in common. We both love a cappella. But no, Jerry would be all about babies because Jerry's all about family. The thing that, you know, as much as everyone's like, oh, they always were so mean to you on the show and stuff. Two things. One, they always had my back when it counted, the other people. And two, I ultimately was given the best life of all of them.
That's true.
I knew what was important in life, and it's family, and work is important too, of course, but family it's the real deal. And then I became, spoiler alert, the mayor for 30-something years. Spoiler alert.
Good.
Well, you know, some people won't watch the final episode.
No.
They said it means it's over, and they won't do it. I'm like, it's over. Good. You got to do it. Yeah. Yes. And I'm always like, you got to do it to see my ending.
Yeah.
Because I remember Amy said to me, you know, a couple months before we shot it, she goes, have you heard what they're thinking about you? And I said, no. And she started telling me, and I was like, I was getting like all misty-eyed. And, you know, because I'm a softie, and they'll tell you, I could barely get through those last scenes the last couple of days. Well, we were all emotional, but I was a mess. And not... for many reasons, not just the cast, who I love with all my heart, but the crew. You know, you become like family. Yeah. I mean, I know these guys here don't like you personally, but
they hate me with a
I know. I've talked to them.
No, I know.
I've talked to them.
It's no secret.
Yeah, they're all pushing for me to take over.
That's why.
But no, but you know what I'm saying. So it was tough. It was a tough place to leave. After we did 7 years.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, we're not done yet.
Okay.
We are done with audience Q&A. Oh, where'd he go? I had his stickers. All right, I'll give them to you later.
Thank you. We got stickers
Thank
for
you for your questions. I got a bunch of stickers for you. We have a really great treat. This is super cool. Lullaby League, Scary Mommy, right? We've talked about it a million times. We're here bringing Scary Mommy and Lullaby League to the stage. We have The Current is here. We have some members from The Current. Guys, make a little bit of noise here.
Yeah, for The Current.
This is amazing.
They're awesome.
We're going to get a live performance.
Yes.
Unreal. Now, have you had an opportunity to hear them since the show?
I heard them today.
That counts?
Yes.
With
we
your
did
ears?
the warm-ups. They begged me to sing with them, and I said, no, boys, and girl, this is on your own.
Yeah,
you're on your own.
Them. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise one more time. Welcome The Current. Love me do.
To someone to love, somebody do. Someone to love, someone like you. Love me do. You know I love you. Always be true. So please love me. Free to go to sleep, 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 go to sleep. She rocks in the cradle all day long, fussing and crying, so we sing her this song. All the little babies in the Lullaby League love to hear the current sing them to sleep, rockin' Frida, sleep, sleep, hey, hey, rockin' Frida, go to sleep, oh, rockin' Frida, 'cause your mommy wants to sleep tonight. Sleep, go to sleep. Every little swallow, every chickadee, every little bird in the tall oak tree, the wise old owl, the big black crow, flapping their wings, singing, go bird, go, rockin' Frida, sleep, 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 rockin' Frida, sleep, go to sleep, oh, rockin' Frida, 'cause your mommy wants to sleep tonight. Sleep, go to sleep. Pretty little raven in the birdland stand taught him how to do the bopping, it was grand. He started going steady and bless my soul. They out-bop the buzzard and the oriole. She rocks in the cradle all day long, fussing and crying, so we sing her this song. All the little babies in the Lullaby League love to hear the current sing them to sleep, rockin' Frida, sleep, baby, rockin' Frida, oh, oh, rockin' Frida, 'cause your mommy wants to sleep tonight. Sleep, go to sleep, free to 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 go to sleep, sleep, go to sleep.
I love a cappella.
Absolutely amazing.
Awesome.
It's incredible. Just the two? Perfect. Oh my goodness.
You want to say your names real quick? Who's
Yeah, let's go down the line, just see what we got here.
Hi, I'm Jamie.
What's up? I'm RJ.
I'm Jake.
I'm Steve.
I'm Marin.
Fantastic.
And
you
Marin,
guys
you
members
do
of
all
the
that
current.
like. There's a name for that. What's it called?
Beatboxing.
You're the beatboxer. Yeah.
He's the beatboxer.
He's the beatboxer.
You think you could do that, Jim? Is that?
Oh, Bill, you know me. I can do pretty much anything. Yeah. Boom,
Guys,
boom.
you're crushing it.
Crushing it.
Look, I'm out of time. I got to cut things off, but I want to thank everybody for their questions. I want to thank everyone from the current for performing here with us and being with us today. Jim, I hope you had fun, man. I hope you had a good time.
I love this. I love the whole live stuff. I love it. And I was good. I didn't swear, did I?
Not well, you know.
Did I swear?
Not any more than is allowed.
There we go.
There we go.
Then
Lullaby
that's
League
good
is
for
our
me.
Scary Mommy, everybody. Find it on YouTube, Facebook, Pop TV. Make some noise one more time for the great, the one, the only, Jim O'Heir.
Thanks, everybody.